Hey, 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 my amazing fishing family. It's your friendly angler, back with another crucial forecast to help you land those dream catches. Today, we're diving deep into the fishing prospects for Australia on Wednesday, the 24th of September, 2025. Mark that date, friends, because this day is set to be truly special, kicking off the heart of spring fishing with some incredible opportunities. We're at the very start of astronomical spring, with the equinox officially happening just a few days ago, meaning days are getting longer, and the sun's warmth is really starting to penetrate our beautiful waters. What makes this day intriguing? Well, we've got a fantastic blend of warming waters and a hungry moon phase, setting the stage for some serious fish action across the continent. Now let's talk tactics and target species for this awesome day. First up, the mighty flathead. These bottom-dwelling predators are abundant and ready to play in spring. Where to find them? Look for flathead, especially dusky, tiger, and blue spot varieties in sandy estuaries, around weed beds, and along the edges of drop-offs where rivers meet the ocean. The warming water encourages their activity in these shallower zones as they hunt for baitfish. What to catch them with? A medium spin setup is ideal. Soft plastics, especially jerk shades or curly tail grubs in natural baitfish colors, worked slowly across the bottom, are deadly. Don't be afraid to try some shallow diving hard-bodied lures over sand flats on the incoming tide. For bait, fresh prawns or pilchards fished on a running sinker rig are always a winner. A slow retrieve with regular pauses mimics a struggling baitfish, and that's often irresistible to a hungry flathead. Next, for those chasing a true trophy, the snapper are making their move. Where to find them? As spring progresses, snapper begin to move inshore to spawn, making them more accessible in areas like Port Phillip Bay and around Sydney's reefs and rocky outcrops. Search for them around structure, deeper reefs, and even in the mouths of larger estuaries. They'll be aggregated, actively feeding before or during their spawning. What to catch them with? A medium-heavy spin or baitcast setup is best. Jigs, spoons, and deep-trolled, hard-bodied lures are your best bet to get down to where these schooling fish are holding. Fresh squid, pilchards, or cut baits presented on a paternoster rig or a slow-sinking, unweighted bait will also prove irresistible. My little trick? Try varying your retrieve speeds until you find what triggers a bite. Sometimes a slow lift and drop is all it takes. And for a delicious feed, the whiting are here. Where to find them? Look for sand whiting and King George whiting over sandy beaches, in shallow estuaries, and especially in seagrass flats. They're foraging for tiny crustaceans and worms in these warming shallows. On a rising tide, they often move further onto the flats to feed. What to catch them with? Super light estuary gear with a long, sensitive rod works best. Small live nippers, beachworms, or tiny peeled prawns are irresistible on small, long shank hooks. On calm mornings, a small surface popper worked over the flats can also get explosive strikes, a real blast. Let's break down the conditions. For Australia on the 24th of September 2025. Weather. In southern regions like Sydney, we're expecting a day with a mix of mostly cloudy skies becoming cloudy at night, with a slight chance of showers along the coastal fringe in the evening. Temperatures will range from a comfortable low of 12 degrees Celsius to a pleasant high of 25 degrees Celsius. Winds will start west to northwesterly, shifting to southwesterly later, then becoming light. In contrast, up north in Brisbane, it's looking sunny with light winds, and temperatures hitting a comfortable low of 12 and a high of 26 degrees Celsius. Atmospheric pressure generally tends to be stable to slightly rising during this time, which is usually a positive for fish activity. The overall warming trend across the continent is the key factor, encouraging fish to feed. Water temperature. So this is where spring truly shines. Our waters are steadily warming after winter. You'll see averages ranging from around 18 to 19 degrees Celsius in cooler southern waters like Sydney, to a pleasant 21 to 22 degrees Celsius in the warmer eastern waters around Brisbane. This warming trend is a huge trigger. It revitalizes the ecosystem, bringing baitfish closer to shore and encouraging our target species to become far more active and aggressive as they prepare for spawning and feeding. Moon phase. The moon phase on the 24th of September 2025 will be a waxing crescent. It's only about 2 to 3 days after the new moon, with low illumination of around 5 to 11% and growing. Many anglers believe that the period just after the new moon, as the light increases, can be a great time for fishing, as fish tend to feed more aggressively in these transitional periods. Some old-timers swear by it for a reason. General fish activity. Overall, friends, the fish are in an active state. Spring has sprung, and that means increased feeding and spawning activity. Many species are transitioning from their winter sluggishness into a more aggressive feeding pattern. Expect active flathead, snapper moving inshore, and hungry whiting patrolling the shallows. Tailor are also a good bet along the beaches, especially where the water isn't too warm yet. So, my friends, considering all these factors, the steadily warming waters, the favourable moon phase, and generally good weather across key regions, my assessment for the fishing on the 24th of September 2025 is good to very good. Look, the increasing temperatures and baitfish activity will have many species on the bite. All right, my fishing family, that's your forecast for the 24th of September 2025. I wish you all bent rods and screaming reels. Go out there, enjoy our amazing Australian waters, and make some incredible memories. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this forecast helpful, subscribe to the channel for more fishing tips and predictions, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a bite. And tell me in the comments below, what are you planning to target this Wednesday? What's your secret weapon for spring flathead or snapper? Share your observations and let's build this awesome community together. Until next time, tight lines, and I'll catch you on the water. Neither a tail nor scales to you.